How's it going, Vault Hunters, and welcome back to another Borderlands 2 Legendary's Weapons Guide. Today, we're going to be going after the legendary TDR grenade known as the Fastball. The Fastball can drop in all elements except for slag and is a base game item, which means no DLCs are required. And this item's red text reads, "Forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him a hater." And please note that the prefix of your Fastball may be different to mine, but it'll always be some variation of the Fastball. To get your very own Fastball, you first need to go to your nearest fast travel station and head to the location known as Three Horns Divide. Once loaded in, pull up your map, scroll down a little bit to the right, and within the red circle, you will find the enemy known as Boll. In order to get Boll to spawn in, you first need to complete the main campaign quest known as Hunting the Firehawk. Once you've completed that quest, meet Lilith in Sanctuary and she will give you a side quest known as In Memoriam. After completing that quest, Boll will now spawn in the area shown, guaranteed. Now, Boll has a 10% chance at dropping you a Fastball and is a red HP health bar rat type enemy, which means fire is very effective against him. I highly recommend you farm the Fastball due to it being like 30 seconds a run and it's one of the best items in the game. The closest non-unique item in the game to the Fastball would be a purple TDR grenade with matching parts and prefix. Comparing the stats of these two, you can see that its purple counterpart has a way bigger blast radius, but the Fastball absolutely demolishes its purple counterpart when it comes to damage. And that's because of the Fastball's legendary unique properties. Unlike most grenades that are designed to have big blast radiuses or able to control rooms, the Fastball sacrifices that blast radius for speed and single target damage. Another thing to note with the Fastball is it cannot drop with other grenade parts like homing or rubberized. It'll always throw like a juiced up version of a lobbed grenade, as well as having the ability to bank shot your grenades like tomahawks or throwing knives in Call of Duty. Since this grenade doesn't function the same way like most grenades where they focus more on add control or add clear, this grenade focuses more on single target damage, so I'll be showing you how it functions with the phase lock method so you can truly see its like pure damage output. I'll be running the normal stuff as usual, where it's my Rough Rider shield, the item in question, with an elemental bonus, with no skills, and no badass bar. Since this item also doesn't have prefixes that affect its overall damage bonus, I'll just be showing it off in explosive since that's usually what everyone goes for. As you can see, this thing is a monster even without slag. I had duration left in my phase lock by the time I dropped the target.
Stop struggling. Another one down.
Just before we go into the god roll breakdown, I want to explain to anyone who is unaware, grenades don't really work the same way as weapons by having visual attachments. Instead, they have these hidden stats known as grades. Depending on the grade in the category, this can greatly affect your overall grenade damage, blast radius, fuse time, and if the grenade has it, the amount of child grenades that can spawn out of it. In the description, you will see all the grade numbers from best to worst for each individual stat of the grenades. Now that we know everything that we need to know about the Fastball and its grades, let's break down the god roll. First thing we're going to be looking for is the grenade throwable attachment. With the Fastball, we don't have to worry about this due to it being locked as the Fastball lobbed variant. This is what gives the Fastball its unique throwable effect, where it's a juiced up lobbed grenade. The next thing we're going to be looking for is the damage grade of 7. This is the highest grade for damage you can get. Next up is blast radius, which is locked to the grade of small. And lastly, for fuse time, we're going to be looking for the grade of 0, which thankfully is guaranteed. This item will always drop with a 0 fuse time. When it comes down to elements on this weapon, you pretty much can run anything, but I really recommend you always get an explosive element due to this being the most reliable and having very few enemies that can resist it. So that basically does it for me and covering the Fastball. All in all, this is one of the best grenades in the game that you can farm. This thing can absolutely carry you throughout the game, especially when you're going for a perfect one. It's super simple considering how you only have to worry about the element as well as getting max damage due to all the other parts being locked because of how the Fastball functions. If I had to recommend a character that you use this on, I personally would say just get it on everyone. There's no reason why you shouldn't use it, but it is extremely fun on Accident and Krieg because of their skills and their ability to have way more grenades than the other characters. That pretty much does it for me. I just want to say thank you again for all the support. I'm just about at 200 subscribers, which is just insane to me. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll leave you with the rest of the gameplay here of me using the fastball. And I'll see you next time, Vault Hunters.